Off the cuff worldwide, baby.
Come roll with the king of the summer. I spotted 10 sliding through the 10 best, know she gon' fling me a number. She got a smile that's perfect, ego as big as a bumper. Come roll with the king of the summer. Come roll with the king of the summer. Come roll with the king of the summer. I spotted 10 sliding through the 10 best, know she gon' fling me a number. I can see my man hating, bro said that he thinks it's a brother. Come roll with the king of the summer. Come roll with the king of the summer. No, a man so fresh that they lose their breath from breezing past. Bitch wanna kill my vibe, be the same one, give a man CPR. Doing up hot girl summer under my Calvins, keep a heat seeker. Met her in tape, that's a VCR. Bruh, my life's a movie, so who wanna be the leading actress? It's BBC, you have a BBW and BP.
Too much.
To be fair, usually he would tell you to cut that. He was giving them loads right there.
Yeah, nah, man. I mean, there's a lot more to come.
Okay.
Come roll with the king of the summer.
Is that your feeling?
What?
Yeah. I've never seen it. It's been a while since I've seen this smiley, bro.
Active, yeah.
Man's pulling up to the mic, no like prompting. I was like, yeah.
King of the summer, yeah. That's a bold statement.
Bro, I can only tell the truth, man. What do you want me to do?
I heard that.
Only HaicH to drop a song, King of the Summer, right at the end of the summer.
Hey, man, like that's when he has to do the work during the summer. So then at the end of the summer, you can be like, yeah.
Statements justified.
Yeah, we're going to be here for 100 summers anyway. It makes no difference.
I heard that.
Good stuff there.
I mean, it hasn't been... Okay.
Those little ones are for Soca when he's editing. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the greatest of summers. I ain't even going to lie. The weather shagged us completely. Shagged. Like, it was a miserable bank holiday weekend weather-wise.
But it feels like we've been outside for ages, even though it's only been like, I think it's been like 6 weeks max.
It's enough though.
Yeah, like daughter's back at school already. I'm like, huh? Crept up.
But you know what it is, we have a mad expectation because last year we had amazing weather, but we couldn't be outside.
Yeah.
Everyone thought, we're gonna get that weather and be outside. We get one or the other.
Weather was on banter.
I knew the minute Boris said we're allowed that, it's like turn off the weather machine.
Yeah,
my God.
It's a psych.
Man switched it off in the power plant.
Yeah.
It's mad.
You thought?
At least it weren't raining though. At least.
But it was so cold.
Yeah, it was.
I'm seeing people saying that they're already putting out their heat in.
Yeah, my heat was on today.
Yeah.
And I take a scarf out now. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I don't like to be cold.
I mean, I was outside this weekend.
Like a fox.
A fox.
Do tell.
Bro, like when it came to the evening, breeze, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, rah. The
weather's back, man.
Felt sorry for all the babes that were out, skimpy and that.
A wise woman once said, hoes never get cold.
Okay.
Shout out to the hoes.
Hoes have the best vibe.
You reckon?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Should we go on a deep dive on hoes?
It's like this.
Was that a
like there's a lot
segue?
you want to say?
Was that a prompt in that?
Nah, not really. Okay. They're just, the better vibes.
Okay, cool.
Then who?
Oh.
In comparison to, go on.
Non-hoes.
We need a better term for the non-hoes.
Non-hoes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, cool. I can't say. I'm just here. I'm here to pod. Wherever you're on, I'm on.
Yeah, if you're not a hoe, then you're a non-hoe, innit?
So you say non-hoes are bad vibes?
Nah.
They're not as good vibe as the hoes.
Exactly.
I'm on what
So
he's
why
on.
are hoes good vibes? Why are hoes good vibes?
It's too long to explain. We got a pod to do.
You got a man backed into a corner. That's we got a pod to do. I'm here to pod. You really want to explain why the hoes are good vibes?
I want to know.
You really?
Because they'll suck your dick with no questions or...
What?
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, cool.
So that's what you love. That's what you're about.
No, that's
Community
just an
dick.
element.
Wow.
I said no questions.
That's a component.
That's scary. Walk up and not suck it.
Through the letterbox. Come home.
Yo.
Yeah, you
in my house.
give them ones a ring.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my days. I love this shit, though.
But yeah, man. Nah, yeah, bro. Like, this weekend, outside.
Can we officially call you a Soca soldier? A Soca warrior?
Maybe.
You're 2 for 2?
Yeah,
at this point?
yeah, Dreamland.
Okay.
Shouts to Kada, facilitated that for man. Yeah, man.
Because someone did pull you up in that. They're like, oh yeah, they've got the receipts of Vans giving the Soca scene slander and that. And I was like, yeah, he's at the events enjoying and that,
Don't come for me, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, okay. No, I understand. I'm not judging.
I'm embracing things. You know what I mean? Like, you get me? So
growth.
It was, you know what that is? Growth.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So
that's good.
You know, we're out here in the farms, the woods, and that in the field.
Farms.
In the fields, you know, getting paint and powder, wines, the whole shebang. You know. So
do you feel like it was a good substitute
for the carnival?
Yeah.
I never saw it as a substitute, to be fair. Even though there was no carnival this weekend, which continues to remain odd to me. But nah, it was just it's a lot different, innit? Like it's predominantly that, whereas in carnival you're scattered about, innit? Like you have that as, you know, the main route of carnival, but then, you know, you go to the dance hall stages, and then you go rampage, and they're playing a bit of everything.
You got different vibes.
You know, you got different vibes in different sections, innit? And you're following floats, whereas there's a stage there at Juve, but like you don't have to be at the stage or by the stage. You know, you can be anywhere
kind of thing,
catch a vibe, you know, and fall victim to a lot of paint. You walk in, they're like, nah, you're too dry. Randoms.
But I mean, if you leave there dry, you didn't go, in my eyes. Like,
yeah, you didn't go. But the only downside, I think a lot of people did see Dreamland as a replacement or a substitute for Carnival. So
I think naturally, because obviously it was, look at the time when it was, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you got the people that aren't there for Juve. They're just there to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I saw Donny coming in and like jeans, like jean jacket, like he was going to a rave. Donny was looking like he was going DLT.
There is the difference between when you say jeans and jean. When you say jean, I've got a picture of a Don in like bare material, bro.
Fam, I'm seeing Donny's
and it's like stonewashed denim and that.
Yeah, man, I saw Donny's in there like on that vibe, side bag, and I'm thinking,
they
didn't know what it was. They were just told.
But you're gonna get that because we've been locked down for so long. Yeah, people are just going to stuff for the sake of it, not wanting to miss anything. FOMO is mad. Where I feel like if FOMO was never a thing before, you know what it was prior to this summer. Definitely this summer, you learn what FOMO is.
It's the pandemic for FOMO,
But what that was though, like, you know, and to my point where you started having people like that coming in, it caused a bit of commotion because they're not there to really embrace what's going on.
Okay.
But it's a Soca fet, innit? Like, you know, Juve, you know what it's about. Powder, paint, getting messy, getting dirty. And you're there not trying to get in all of that, but it's inevitable that it's going to happen. Turns into swingers and like a lot of dumb shit was happening.
I was scrapping there.
Yeah.
I saw chains.
Yeah.
Well, people were getting popped at Soca events.
Like there was a guy on the floor.
No, it was unfortunate, man, and like
serious?
Like, they were kicking him in the head and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's obviously Kada, a friend of the show. It's her thing, innit? You know, she's part of the organisers, so like there's a lot of things that went wrong, which I know that like you have to hold yourself accountable as an event organizer, but at the same time you're just gonna be a victim to getting cooked constantly on social media.
Yeah, but some things will be out of your control though, innit? So
yeah. But it's horrible, like having to see all of that.
Do
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
you know, there's an irony in us having this conversation because the week after Metro Fest, we came in all guns blazing, slander. We didn't care who knows who and who's running what and stuff. So you know, but that was a shit show.
I was like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, you definitely got.
What I'm saying is there'll be some things that are probably out of your control, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know who's behind Metro Fest and that, but they probably can't legislate for how handsy security were with me. Like I can't see that. Man was a bit too excited to do for his job that day, innit? So
yeah,
it's one of them things, innit? If this is old school, we'll come back to the venue later and that.
Oh God,
yeah. There was a lot of like, there was a lot of things that people were complaining about, but me personally, I had fun.
That's what that matters, bro. As long as Vans had a great time.
I had a great time.
That's what's funny though, because I was seeing that a lot. Like it's probably like we can start probably around this. It's like, so there was Dreamland, Yam Carnival was on that day as well. So I've seen a lot of that where like some people, for their experience was absolutely shocking. Other people, snaps galore, had a wavy time. Like for them, amazing.
Do you know what I think it is as well? Like it's the energy in it, like that some people have. It's like, all right, cool. Let's just make the best out of a bad situation. Let's just turn up and have fun and forget about everything else. Do you know what I'm saying? Because music's still going to be played. It's just like...
Basically, if you're bad vibes, you're probably going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
But you think people that are bad vibes are probably going to have a bad time?
But if the thing is...
I wouldn't just say that. If you had a shit time, I wouldn't just solely put it down to you being like
bad vibes.
No, I'm saying if you're bad vibes, you're probably going to have a bad time. I said if the individual is like that, then it's more than likely they're not going to have a great time as opposed to somebody that's gone there.
Yeah.
But
sometimes you can't force, because sometimes when you're mood, like if let's say you've really gone, you wanted to see a certain artist, or you've been queuing for ages, like for food, toilet, whatever. No matter how much of a good vibes person you are, there's some people have their breaking point, brother. I'm like, I come out to have a good time and I just can't lift my mood.
Let me just like speak for the unheard, because
there's like voice of the voiceless over here.
You're really a man of the people, innit?
No, because I feel like there's people out there that are good vibes and they want to be places, but they just don't know how to like visibly enjoy themselves. Do you get what that means? So like when
to bring it down just a little bit more, so
like when you go to a concert, and then you see someone very like lackluster whilst you're excited, and you're thinking, why are you even here?
Okay, I understand. I'm with you.
But they just don't know how to like really express themselves. But they enjoy it.
I hear that. I get that. Those people do exist, but I wouldn't call them bad vibes.
They get slander because of the perception of what it looks like to the person that's having fun. Do you know what I mean? Like I could be imagine me at Watch the Throne having the best time of my life, and to the right of me, Donnie's just
bopping his head, little two-step.
But he might be having a whale of a time.
Exactly. But in my head, I'm like, bad vibes, Donnie, killing my vibe right next to me, bruv. Turn up, nigga.
Yeah. Or you start thinking Donnie only knows like 99 problems, or like
99 problems. The chain one.
But the chain one, waving their one finger.
Yeah. So, but no, man, enjoy yourselves. Everyone's different. Some people aren't that good in like big crowds and stuff as well. Some people are mad self-conscious. Those things play a part as well. So, because when you get people in a little small, like little barbecue, little family party, you see people really flexing that. Put someone in like a space for like 1,000 people. And this day and age, like everyone's got their fucking camera out, bruv. I've been in a dance here watching my friend snap and see me in the back of that person's snap. I'm like, fam, Obo is real.
Yeah, I've got a couple niggas in the background of like other people's snaps.
So like, in this digital age, like you can't even enjoy it. Didn't you see Conan? It was enjoying himself, getting a little wine and that, and it hits the blog pages like it's news and that. It's like you just can't enjoy yourself out people.
But then that's different when you're out there. Like
obviously that's like an extreme example. I'm saying like just being outside, everyone and their mothers got their phone out and that.
It's happened to me. I was out with my friend Anne, just like walking down the road. We were in like Carnaby Street or something, and then later on, someone that I know sent me someone else's snap. I don't know this person, and just literally in the back of the snap is just like me and like my little blonde head just bobbing along. I was like, hey, like what if I was
up to no good?
Yeah, I wasn't though. So
yeah, I mean that's the risk that you take, innit? It's just best that you behave yourself
or not. And just wear it like do you know what I mean?
Or you could be
but can you see why it's shit? The reason why we're saying behave ourselves, so you don't get caught on someone's snap.
Behave yourself.
Just behave yourself in general, please.
You could get caught.
Yeah, because people get accused wrongly as well sometimes.
Is there not been wrongly accused?
Yep.
That's why you brought out, bro. Come on, man's throwing himself the own alley. Man's doing that.
Has anybody ever?
Yeah, come on, he knows, bro.
Tell us your story.
This is a safe space.
I mean, Fols is there, I think.
Well, no,
you better tell that shit.
Can you say you get roped in as a friend? Man said Fols was there. I didn't do nothing.
We were there. We were there celebrating his birthday, a little piece, a little pre-birthday situation.
On my birthday?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm following the story. 2
years ago or something.
You have to put dates on it. That's not necessary.
Maybe.
Yeah, allegedly.
Shenanigans was going on. But this time, I wasn't a part of the shenanigans. But somehow, I was accused of being in a part of the shenanigans. And I was like, I need to clear my name.
Are you still with him, Chrissy? You still following?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I got my questions, don't worry.
So yeah, there was frolicking.
Oh.
But I just weren't the culprit.
I wasn't the frolicker.
I wasn't the frolicker. I was two-stepping in the corner, sipping on my Henny and apple juice.
Ice, no ice?
One ice cube.
Damn, smooth.
So before that, were you usually the person that was caught up in the frolicking? Is that why you were a suspect?
No. Sometimes you just get framed.
Okay.
Have you never heard of a black man being framed?
Oh my God. Whatever.
The white man.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
Chrissy's had enough. She's like, yeah, they blame the white man again. He's innocent, man. Your honor. Imagine if I was Van's lawyer, we're both going to jail. Imagine
going to jail.
We walk into court, yeah, judge just goes, oh yeah, 8-4. I was like,
so you going to jail now?
I haven't said anything. Can I even at least defend, you know?
Anyway. Bank holiday, carnival weekend. I had a great one.
Yeah.
Shouts to Benny Boy Events for having their thing. Looked amazing. I hit Recess as well at Wembley, Box Park, and DLT yesterday.
He was really out
here. I was out here, man.
Your leg work serious, bro.
Listen, man.
What are the carbs saying right now?
Huh?
What are the carbs saying right now?
Bro.
Looking Grealishy.
Very Grealishy, bro.
Yeah.
Very Grealish vibe. But yeah, no, it was a good time, man. Like Recess, they bought out Davido. And I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked that I didn't even clock.
Oh.
I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't realize until the next day that Davido was there.
The DJ was spinning rhythms.
Yeah.
Take a load of this guy.
So the question is, what were you doing in an
Could have
event
been
like
at the bar.
that you were so immersed in that
The
you
bar.
missed the performance?
I was at the bar.
Okay.
I was at the bar.
Are you trying to convince me or yourself?
Everyone, all the listeners, you guys.
Okay, cool.
What?
Me and HA here, we just
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before Chrissy finished her question, at the bar. I was at the bar. I was
at the bar.
I was behind the bar.
I was at the bar. But yeah, good vibes. DLT, great vibes. Packed. Rema comes out and performs. He brings out Millions as well. Yeah, it pops off.
That was probably good to see, like that. We're at that stage now where like our marquee events can have acts that big come out.
Yeah.
And flex and it almost it was a big deal, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not shocked. Like, yeah, you should be there because those events are lit, we're lit, and it's something that like has been gaining momentum, and those people are throwing like really, really good parties.
Oh,
so
man.
And I think they're getting bigger than just the party brand as well. So obviously after this summer, obviously COVID, blah blah whatever, but it wouldn't shock me if in the next 2 years you start seeing those brands doing the festivals and stuff, or having a presence at festivals, so that, you know, the people that can really know how to do this thing and cater to audience, give them some more control. With a big brand. If not, we wait and see for them. I'm waiting to see those people put on their own festival, and I would love to see them actually join forces and do something.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably where it's going to go next, in conjunction with No Signal as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was to do things, I would do it that way. But yeah, like, I mean, DLT were a part of Metrofest, and they were the best thing about that festival. 100%. So they're definitely capable. It's just a lot more logistics comes into creating a festival. It's a successful one at that as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, it was a fun one still.
But we're back. We're live. #Offthecuffpod.
Come on.
A good honest conversation. Never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
If you're listening for the first time, my name is Fols Forever.
Mr. Vance.
And we've got family back in the room again. Chrissy HaicH.
Hello.
Chrissy HaicH.
OG Chrissy's here. Houdini HaicH is here in the cut as well.
King of the Summer, HICH, spell it out, don't spell it out. I'm back in the building, back in the flesh. King of the Summer out this Friday. Tell them.
Can you repeat what he said? That spell it right, don't spell it right. I can never do it.
Yeah, bro.
That's the shit only rappers.
Okay, cool. Don't interrupt me. This is
my debut single out this Friday, which will be tomorrow when this lands on a Thursday, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Boom. Catch it out on all your platforms everywhere.
Deezer, Google Play, Spotify,
Where?
Apple.
I went for Deezer first.
Wait, bro.
Play.
Google.
Oh, God.
Google. Yeah.
Deezer, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music.
Bro, it doesn't matter. None of them are fucking pay me. I'll say which one I want to say first, bro.
Nah, man.
If I like SoundCloud, who's going to flog me?
We want to get them streams, man. Okay, these are the people that have
Which one pays the most?
Tidal.
Tell them.
You on Tidal as well?
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay, all the platforms. All the platforms.
I said I'm everywhere, bro.
King of the Summer.
HICH, spell it out, don't spell it right. King of the Summer out this Friday, my debut single. If you fuck with me, you fuck with it. If you don't fuck with it, you're lying. We're good.
Well, the streets were saying like, "Rah, where's the music, H?"
I got it.
We were getting cooked for it.
Yeah, someone on I think YouTube, Jallo Gale.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I remember the username.
You got the IP address as well.
Possibly. Yeah. They were saying, yeah, hey, give a music critique. Where's your own music? So you know, we find out this Friday.
I asked them where their album is as well.
But they're not musicians.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
We'll double check as well. I'll go look at their profile on that.
Well,
How does it feel? Debut single?
Well, I don't know yet because it hasn't landed obviously.
No, as in, not it being out, just like the fact you've got something now you can say you're really ready to push.
Do you know what? It's you lot can see me, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm beaming.
They can't see him because you're super smiley, bro.
I'm big smiles because it's a thing where I'm not new to music in that capacity in creating, but getting to a space where you want to put a particular piece of material out. Yeah. I'm in that space right now, so I'm excited because I've already enjoyed my process myself, but now I want to get other people to feel what I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? It's about pushing that emotion or pushing that feeling or that message or whatever you're trying to do. Yeah. So that's why I think it's only right that I start with being King of the Summer because despite the summer that we've had, you have to embrace that moment whenever we can. So when that sun pops out at any given moment, that's what I want you to be thinking about. That's what I want you to be feeling. Because I see Van's snaps. He was the King of the Summer this weekend, bro.
I mean,
allegedly.
Bro, life is for living, man. You know.
Hey, you try to pin Vans to anything the way he dances right now. I mean, I was outside,
bro. That's what everyone was screaming this weekend. I'm outside. All the babes, I'm outside. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. We hear you. We've heard. We've heard.
So it was funny. You should have heard the voice notes that him and Essie were sending me on. Was it Monday? Was it Sunday?
Sunday at recess.
They were both out waves, yeah. Fala, where are you? And you know your friends are both mad twist up, yeah. And you know if she was there with them, you'd be up just doing nonsense as well.
Madness.
I should have been with you, look.
Yeah, nah, it was a vibe, man. You know, so it's about, man. I want to hear H's music being played like that. You get me?
Yeah, that's it. This is step number one. So yeah, we'll have the single out. We'll have the visual out same day.
Okay. Double whammy, yeah.
Hit them with that. That will be on YouTube on my own platform. You get me?
How important is it for you to like kind of build your? Because you've got the big platforms, SBs, GRM, Link etc. But how important is it for you to like build your own YouTube channel and stuff?
Do you know what it is? I have a particular purpose that I want to achieve, which I do everything in tiers, innit? Yeah. So it's like, as much as these platforms have a purpose and they can get you, sorry, I'm chewing gum at the same time. As much as they have a purpose and they can get you a lot of traffic and everything, my initial goal isn't to be heard by everyone. It's to be heard by the people that need to hear me. Do you understand? Right. Yeah. And grow from there. If everyone hears it as a result, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to start with my reach first and then go beyond that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like literally just, if you're going gym, you work on your core, innit? Do you get me?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, and it's realistic as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because you have to, you're positioning yourself at this point, because like to a lot of people, you're a new artist.
Exactly.
Like, and you know you've been doing it like for time, and you know people who know you, like
they know the thing.
But to what you're trying to achieve.
To what I'm trying to achieve,
you're a new artist.
This is the first step. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's a big deal for myself as well. I'm mad excited, and obviously the process has been hectic at the same time, but it comes with the territory, innit?
I just can't wait to see the reception and just
man, because I chat a lot of shit. Do you get me?
Nah, I
mean, I wasn't gonna say that,
hive, bro.
I wasn't gonna say that.
You got a hive, bro.
No, as in, I talk shit. I talk shit as in like I'm gassed off me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you feel yourself, innit?
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? I proper do, innit? And I want to show people why. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, it's just.
So if doing your own YouTube channel is like going gym and working on your core, what would like GRM be? Would that be chest? What's the?
That would be like biceps. It looks good, innit? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's not necessarily gonna make you the strongest, but it has a purpose.
Looks good in a t-shirt.
You see what I'm saying? Looks good in a tee. Do you know what I mean? Arm wrestling competition, you might win. Like, but.
When what's link up?
Link up. Don't make me start doing this.
Shoulders.
But they all have a purpose, innit? Shout out them, man.
Yeah.
All the platforms, innit? You get me? They all have their purpose, innit? And I've used these lot before and everything. Do you get me? But like just understanding or creating the direction that I'm gonna go in. Yeah. I'm really coming from a place of me and a self-made thing, because you man know how I stay in it. It's very much, do you see what I'm saying? Foundation.
You want to build your core audience, people that you feel like you can kind of touch and reach out to. Like everybody wants as many views as possible, and you're probably going to get that on the bigger platforms. But then, how many of those are truly your fans? You
see how I operate? Yeah, I operate off a factor of I want an extreme response from somebody. I want you to either hate it or love it. I don't want you to say it's alright.
Don't want no in between, huh?
Nah, I'm not in between like that. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Because I think music's about emotion, innit? And evoking an emotion from somebody. So if I invoke a, bro, I'm not crushed. I'm not achieved. If you said, nah, I hate it, I think it's shit. For me, I've evoked something from you, innit? You get me? It's something that whether it's positive or negative, it's a response that I'm like, yeah, I can quantify that because I've still made you feel something. Whereas if it's just in between, I'm not trying to be easy listening. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Not that some people like go that lane. That's not me. I'm here for care about it or don't care about it.
Dissect the bars.
Yeah, just go into it. Do you know what I mean? Feel it. Like, we're here to feel, man.
King of the summer.
All right, we'll see, man. The RNA community, the cufflinks.
Wait, we talked about what I was doing. What were you doing, King of the Summer?
I was preparing.
Okay.
For the single drop.
I hear you.
Do you get me?
Nice try.
Look at you, man. You think I'm not prepared for this, bro? You think that? Come on, man. No, honestly, I was genuinely preparing, innit? Like, because I respect the space of being an artist. Do you see what I'm saying? So as much as I'm in music to the extent I am and I operate, I still look at being an active artist as its own territory, and you have to respect that regardless of however your thing is set up or connected or whatever it is you may be. If you haven't done that to a certain level, you have to walk into it with the respect of, all right, cool, I'm gonna, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I'll never overestimate I'll never underestimate the importance of being prepared for something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm gonna go fight Mayweather right now, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that needs to be the case in like whatever level that you're at. Like, because there's that thing of like complacency where it will knock you off your perch.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like even like Don's at the top, like that has been at the top for so long, bro. Like they don't underestimate anything, bro.
You can't. Well, you can, but you could be surprised horribly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think because like once you mastered something, it obviously becomes easier to you, but still maintaining that level of importance.
Yeah, because the unknown is always a factor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like staying on top is one thing, but yesterday and tomorrow are two different. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like Drake's about to drop an album.
Yeah.
When's that drop?
Same day as your
Same
team.
day.
Great minds, guys. Great minds, guys. You can't. Do you know what I mean?
This is like his 8th, 9th album. Making albums must be a lot easier for him to make than it did when he was making, I don't know, the first one.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna value that
the drop.
Like, you know, he's still showing importance to it because he's at the top.
Yeah, he has to respect it.
But do you think it's easier? Because I think we just think that. I lean to more. It's probably harder.
Pressure-wise, it's harder. But in terms of like the technicalities,
probably makes it harder is because you already know you can make the decent tunes. Now you're trying to beat your previous work. You're trying to like quiet an emotional naysayers. You say you've never had a classic. You're also trying to ensure that you have this fine balancing act of rap.
Oh yeah, R&B. No. I was talking from a just
purely making
how to work everything in the studio.
At this point, if you're 8-9 albums in, like just the mechanics of working an album,
like you know how you want to record now. You may have started with
it should be muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, like you started off with like 10 man in the room whilst you're recording. Now you've only got 2.
Yeah, you trim that fat off.
Yeah, like
immediately.
you in the corner smoking, guys.
You're not helping.
Yeah,
you're bad vibes.
Yeah. Because like you're so used to like whenever you're creating a project that like he's probably working on the boards now where he may not have known how to do that, you know. So
I think you hit the nail on the head. In some aspects it will be harder, but I think, for example, the concept of making music probably isn't harder for man, but trying to remain exciting and fresh and new, it's going to be a constant battle.
That's what makes it hard.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what makes it hard. Like, and the pressure that you were talking about.
Yeah.
When you're at the top, can you beat your last? Everyone's talking about, you're chasing this particular album, like all of these things, like,
And you got all the young boys out here, like doing their thing, your little babes, your little dirt.
Do you get me? Anything could happen.
Applying pressure, yeah.
So
And
you're thinking,
you're at the top. You want to remain at the top.
Yeah.
Like, you can be humble and say, like, oh yeah, I'll do songs with you, man. But I'm still
the guy.
But
the thing is, even that humble side, I don't think that's even from a humble point of view. But it's like I lean into the rap little conspiracies. It's my man knowing I've got to absorb that energy, and also I need to stay close to lot to know what's going on outside. Because I say Meek Mill does that very well. He's got a song out now with Little Baby and Little Dirk and that.
But then
he knows who he needs to stand next to.
It's no difference from being like outside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, man get older, they understand the YGs here. You got to have a relationship with them because they will take over.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? You're not going to be outside forever.
That's a nice kettle.
Innit? Right one. Yeah. I used to try bully, man, innit? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, things change, innit?
I remember stuff on that when you sent them shop and that, and
So it mirrors it in that kind of, do you know what I mean?
What other parallels are there with the roads of music as we have this conversation?
I say there's a lot, especially in this genre, because there's a lot of people from that mentality now in the industry. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to think of something. The standing next to people thing. Yeah. That is a massive thing. Do you know what I mean? People find themselves in situations outside where they may move a particular way just when they're standing next to somebody.
Of course,
because they know how that person operates or how the thing's set over there.
They know who's going to move mad, so
do you see what I'm saying?
Feel safe.
So let me just be around my man a little bit. People do that. So in the music, it's the same thing. Someone might not necessarily even be on the best relationship with that person, but they know, let me float over here.
It's beneficial.
Because it makes me look. Do you see what I'm saying? All of these things, they play the same kind of games. It just depends on how certain people were outside, and if they're doing a crossover thing, some of the behavior traits trickle into that.
Man, it's funny watching man treat the music industry like the roads. That one's the funniest. It's funny, but also very scary as well.
No, but do you know what the mad thing
transferable skills, bro. Like, come on, man.
Ultimately, it's that, bro. Yeah. Because what else are you gonna do? Do you know what I mean? So it's win, innit? Win where you can, win how you can. Just win.
Well, for someone like yourself who's worked in and around music, obviously been it's not your first release, like you've been putting out stuff.
No, this is my first release.
First official proper release, but
my
they've
first
had like
actual single release.
Okay, but if people know you don't know, you had videos and stuff.
I've done.
How are you gonna? Because like this is essentially first impression properly. How are we gonna ensure that like we hit it? How you meant to hit it, and then going forward, you can keep that consistency.
How do you mean? Just rephrase that so I can make sure I'm taking on your question properly. So
the people that will be who aren't in the know that this is going to be your first impression for them,
introductory to them.
So then how do we ensure for on your end and as your friends who love you want to see you do well and support you, ensure that like okay cool they get this and there isn't like a big gap between this and the next one, and they're able to know that you are here to stay type of thing. If I'm phrasing that properly.
To be fair, that's not even on anybody other than myself. Do you know what I mean? I think as people that love me like yourselves, like there's not much you lot can do. It's if I do it, I do it. If I don't, then I don't. Do you know what I mean? And that's just that's like anything in life. Yeah. So that would be more of a question as not how other people can ensure that. It's about how I can personally ensure that. And it's just that I'm on go mode. So that's it. Yeah. I wasn't on go mode before. I'm on go mode now. Big difference.
King of the summer, isn't it?
King of the summer, bro.
King of the summer.
Only makes sense. King of the summer.
What a title, what a concept.
How does one become king of the summer?
Bro, it's like
for an aspiring king like myself.
Bro. You gotta be outside.
Have I got to be outside? Got to touch the people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got to kiss babies, shake hands.
Okay.
All of that. You got to embrace the people, then, man. There's a lot of people asking for you this weekend. Let me just say that.
It's nice to know that I'm still loved and appreciated in that.
Yeah. Trust me, fam.
Give another month or so, then receive you in that.
You just step in regality, fam. You're good.
Yeah, man. Oh, where's Fols? Like, yeah, nah, he's there enjoying himself somewhere.
I was indoors, chilling. Yeah. Went check my boy down on Sunday. He's got a new place and that. Some of the man I'm doing like peak adulting, so he's got a new spot. So I went to go.
Man, we're doing like real adult stuff.
Yeah, no, it was nice.
Housewarmings and shit.
Yeah, no. They've obviously been there. They've had the place for a bit, but he's done it up recently, innit? So it's got like a nice outside bit, and that's
time to flex.
Yeah, time to flex a little bit, and like you can have all your friends around and that, and properly enjoy yourself. So yeah, that was cool.
What are you saying when you go to your friend's house and they got a nice house? Like you peeping like certain things, like oh yeah, I need that. I need to cop that. Yeah, like
if
gain inspiration.
If it's cold, then okay, cool. It's like, also, I'll be like, yeah, I can tell that was your missus.
Right? No, I don't hate, man. Like sometimes a man them can make these decisions,
there's certain
bro.
flair and like certain finishes are like, yeah, that's your lady's idea and that, So, but that's nice.
A woman's touch is amazing.
A woman's touch is amazing, but don't underestimate the man them.
Okay.
Okay.
Love your man them, innit?
That's real talk.
Bloody hell.
I love the man them still. You got.
We love the
can't love thy brother, no.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's in the Bible.
It says love thy brother before thy
Cool.
in nigalations. Love thy brother.
Nah, I'm just saying that the man them get flack like because sometimes there are man that like, you go to certain man's yard and you're like, bro, have some imagination. Like, where's the spark in this bitch?
No, but that's how the women get onto us. Don't you remember when the women were tweeting about all we know is black decor and that, and one like look like if a Donny's doing like interior design and that, there'll be like a little diffuser in the corner. That's like
LED lights.
Yeah. That's the peak. That's the top level for us. Some of us, man. Like,
Nah, if you get LED lights, don't get the cheap ones.
Yeah, I don't think I'm at that phase anymore. Yeah, LED lights, no.
Yeah, if you're gonna,
if you put them in the right place,
get that installed, nigga. Like, don't get them strips.
Them strips could do magic stuff.
Nah, get it installed, innit?
Yeah. And to answer your question, I do get a little inspiration. I go around, okay, cool, that looks nice and that.
Do you ask where they get it from? Would you just try and figure it out?
No, I'm not ashamed to ask. Like, where did you get this from, or whose idea was it to do this, or why did you go with that layout and that? Yeah, no, I'm not there asking and that. And especially if it's like my first time coming around since you've got your house done, I'll be like, I'll say, yeah, this is really nice and that.
Yeah.
And ask, why did you go for that layout?
Yeah, come on, let's have a chat and that.
What a question.
Yeah. Who's your inspiration? You got to ask the right open questions, bro.
Who are you wearing?
You got to ask the right questions. But yeah, the weekend was dope. We back to it, even though, I can see everyone's social meters kind of,
It's finished.
It's finished. It's done.
It's finished.
Nah,
it's been zapped.
Not yet.
Are you back?
Rest.
Never.
We see you, Vans, yeah?
I took the liberty of getting you a ticket to somewhere, Fols. So we're going to it. Okay, I'm dragging you.
When's this? I will speak off like.
It doesn't even matter after that.
It don't matter.
You can tell.
I took the liberty of paying money.
Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. My brother. You know what? Yeah. Love that brother.
Nah, but like, there's one or two things in this September, and then that I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Oh, on what day was it? On Sunday, I went to this event. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like they had a chef and they had like an edible menu. So they had like THC pancakes. You could get like a full English, and the pancakes had THC, or like rice and peas with stewed chicken. Infused.
We do not kill my people. Can you see this, bro?
Or what was the third one? Some pasta shit. I don't know. I really don't understand what it was.
Italian's gonna get you.
And then for the dessert, they had a brownie with ice cream and some vegan shit.
So sorry, you listening?
Yeah, sorry. But anyway, they messed up our order. They took ages to bring our order out. So one of the hosts, he was like, "Oh, guys, I'm really sorry. Thanks so much for your patience." So he was like, "Oh, I'll nice you when your food comes out. Give you a bit more like cool." So first of all, when you get there, you get an edible on entry.
Okay, wow.
Okay. So we had that. Then we had the mains and then the dessert. So they brought out the oil, the infused oil. And we were just like, have you ever seen that episode of Most Expensivest with 2 Chainz on it?
Oh, 2 Chainz and Rick Ross?
It's 2 Chainz and some guy.
It's by Vice, isn't it? Vice.
By Vice, yeah. Definitely worth a watch. It's called Most Expensivest. It's hosted by 2 Chainz.
Pretty ass plate.
And he puts the infused oil on his spliff, and the people are telling him like, Don't do it.
His assistant is like, you're getting too high.
He had a spliff and putting infused oil on the spliff.
Yeah.
So man had a weed on weed.
Yeah, and he was he was bunning it, but he was getting so high.
We do not kill my people.
That's his spliffception,
fam. You know, his assistants like had to cut the
and
scene
actually try and take it. So we're sitting there and we're just like, ooh, oh my god, when I woke up the next day, my internal organs were Harlem shaking. I said, yeah, it's enough. I was actually
Were you higher than a giraffe's neck?
Yeah, I woke up higher the next day.
Have you see that Jim Jones clip? If the sky got a sky, I'm higher than that.
Oh my God. But it was actually really good. They had a DJ as well. And so they had like the dining space, which was actually quite cool. And then the other space, they had a DJ in there. And it was very much giving Amsterdam vibes.
Okay.
Because you could,
listening to music high is the best thing in the world to me.
It was so good. So it was just like hotbox in this room. Like really, really well put together. The guys that did it are black as well. It was in East London, obviously.
Hey, Chrissy is the star of this podcast. Yeah. Like, I don't think you don't realise. Yeah, I just be looking at it like, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, where else would something like that be? It's quite. Do you know what? I'm not even going to get into that because I don't have anything nice to say about East London. But it was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
So is this a sponsored post right now?
No, it's not. That's why I'm not even saying. That's why I'm not even saying like.
No, shout them out, man. If you had a good experience and you want to recommend someone or something, shout them out, man.
I think they're called Rounders Papers on Instagram, and their events are, I think, just Rounders events on Eventbrite.
You know what I mean? Find the Instagram and I'll put it in the description.
Fantastic, yeah.
So that's a Chrissy recommendation.
Man. If you like getting high, that's a place to go.
So good. Oh, and never mind.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
When you're super high, like the only thing that you want is food.
Yeah, and then you could literally go next door and sit there and have like a full 2-course meal, and the drinks. Oh my God! Well. Yeah, it was so good.
No, you like the weed is killing our people, bro. How much? Is there anything they can just like? Can I have a normal cocktail? That's not infused.
Yeah,
don't go there, bro. Go somewhere else. Then
no, you can have like normal cocktails. They also do a like a non-infused menu as well.
Okay.
So you have the option to choose when you go on Eventbrite. Yeah. So if that's not your thing, you just want to go for the vibes, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
We'll check it out, man. We'll check it out. I mean, there's been some releases and stuff whilst we're here. Did we Kanye's album?
Yeah.
Had a chance to listen?
Yeah.
And I said Blood of Jesus. What is that?
What the
Why were they chanting like that?
The Donda chant. Yeah.
No.
I
had to off that. I couldn't listen to
what
that.
kind of video is this?
Where has everyone listened to it?
I haven't listened to all of it. I think Jesus Lord was the last song.
Have you listened to it?
No.
Can we have a proper conversation? We've not all listened to it properly. Should we?
I haven't listened to it
once. Yeah, so
it's an entirety.
Okay.
What was that person that was chatting shit that time, saying that we couldn't talk on music if you hadn't?
Might be the same person I was talking about.
Is it? Yeah.
Because it's such a big release, and generally, like with us, we like to sit down with music.
Want to get it right, innit?
I want to get it right properly, and then because
27 songs.
Yeah,
27.
Yeah.
Because I have
just under 2 hours long.
I've listened to it from top to bottom, but like I've not sat with it properly.
27 songs.
Although
we've spoken about like album length, so we can talk like generically around like album length and certain things. 27 is a lot, bruv.
I usually despise that, but I don't feel like it was like there's not a force on earth that could get me to listen to another Chris Brown album. I don't understand why they're so long, but with this Kanye one, it's like hour 44.
Yeah,
it was good listening. Like it was easy to listen to. It didn't feel like, oh my gosh, another song. It was like, oh, okay.
I will say Fivio, is it you pronouncing it properly? Fivio Foreign.
Fivio Fols.
Oh
Foreign.
my God, he did. Yeah, he did that.
He's saying on Donda, yeah. Straight down, man.
Man, got Fols on Donda,
What PRS? Yeah. Well, we lit now.
Nah, he performed well on there. Little Baby spinning on there. Little Dirt's kind of doing all right on there. So
yeah, Young Thug on
there as well. So it was the Jay-Z's verse on there is decent as well. He kind of like spoke on the red cap, probably bringing the throne back. So that was kind of nice to hear. But it wasn't a crazy.
It wasn't
verse.
Needed.
You don't think it was needed?
I don't think it was needed.
I think it was needed for them to mend a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, for like it was a moment when I first heard that when he first released the snippet of Jay on his song, I was like, oh shit, like we back. But I don't think I was excited at the verse when I heard the snippet, and I wasn't excited at the final product either. It was like a underwhelming J verse for me.
Fair.
So, I think like the start of the album started a little chaotic for me. I thought that like, is this just the 2021 Yeezus? Like, But as it went further,
yeah,
I'm like, okay, like he's really in his production bag as well. Like it's well produced, I think. You're always gonna get that, and all you need is like a lot of the collaborators to come and do their thing on your beat.
Yeah, I think that's the space in that minute. He needs he's always needs some stuff around him, but I think it's even more evident now that like 27 songs, you need a lot of features on there, guest verses, people just like lending their energy. You look at certain songs and like the song credits are long because my man's just got so much additional help and stuff in it. So
yeah, but all of them, it doesn't say who it's featuring unless like you go into the full credits.
You go into song credits, you see like, okay, cool. This is.
I don't know why he's done that.
We're not putting the features on there. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know if you can really have a proper review because we've not listed it fully properly. But
he's been getting a lot of criticism as well, like from artists.
Oh, what, for people having their verses removed?
Yeah, for having their verses removed. Yeah, because you know that like there were so many false releases. Like it's like, okay, when is it dropping? And then they hear the final version, but then Kanye probably has like 6 final versions, and by the 6th one,
your verse might have
you may have been there on the 2nd final version, but once you get to the 6th one, you're not on there no more, and that's the final release.
I can understand people will be upset, but like it's one of the biggest artists in the world. The reality is that you may go and have the creative process, and it might just not make the cut.
Do you know
what? Someone like him, he stay invited for the most part. Most artists like him, a Drake, a Jay-Z, there's a few artists that like if they say come into the studio and work with me, people are gonna go in it. And the reality is that it might not make
the final cut.
Yeah, but this is why I was saying that the reason that they may be vexed is because to them it was understood that might be this is the final version, and then a day before, or you find out on a day release that you've been taken off the very song that you're on, and it's still on the album.
Kanye also be handed in his album making edits, bro. This is not even like this is a known thing, bro. Like mine was at Tiana Taylor's listening party and that playing the album sounded different, bro. Like Donnie will tweak stuff up until even like mid-release. He don't care like to mess up his numbers.
Oh yeah, he did
the album will be out and he will tweak it and add a verse on, take one off.
He did that.
My thing is like it's to be expected.
He did that on The Life of Pablo with Father Stretch My Hands.
Yeah, he
added
stuff.
Tiana's vocals on there.
Yeah, he'll tweak stuff. Go on, Chris. Sorry.
I don't know how much of this is true, but I also read that Kanye didn't authorize the release. Like he just woke up and the album was released.
Yeah, he did post that actually on his Instagram. He said that Universal released it without his permission.
There's a big release coming out this Friday, so he wanted to get his thing out prior. That's what them two have been jostling over, and that. So it's Cat, man.
I will say as well. You see, with getting these artists on and taking them off as well.
Yeah,
you have to understand that will also be another move in terms of that will create another conversation around the project. Do you see what I'm saying? So some people might be being used just so that they can. I don't
realize Soulja Boy's been tweeting like viciously for the best part of a day and a half now. Yeah, that he's out, that his verse is not on there. And to be fair, the verse release was kind of meaty. You know, like he released the verse himself and put the snippet on Twitter, and I was like, brother, I think Kanye did you a favor by not putting this on.
But you have to, all I'm saying is that because what I've realized over the years is that the audience has become more savvy to PR moves. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But there are moves that people still can't see. So removing other artists off these projects can be other moves just to make people think, right, how could he do that? He's nuts. Yeah. But he might have been like, I'm not going to put you on this, to himself or amongst his team. So them being riled up, their entire
and
fan
I wouldn't
base,
put that past Kanye. I think he's very capable of doing that.
It's a move that would make sense, and people wouldn't realize it is. They'd be like, how could he do such a thing? That person's entire audience will be like, rah, how could he do that?
Chris Brown, he's complaining as well that his verse wasn't on there, so
got taken off.
It's a fair point that you make actually, because I saw a screenshot like Kim was listening to the album, but she was listening to it on mute. Like it was like the volume was all the way down on the screenshot. So now that H has said that, like she's not stupid, and she posted about, let's say 5, and 3 of them the volume was down. So people are like, oh my god, she's listening to whatever song this is. But it actually makes sense that could very much be like a Kanye move. Just getting people talking about it.
See with that family specifically, I don't put anything past them, bro. Because of everything from the smallest things like that to the most heinous stuff and that's so little. Like, of course, bro, like you know the things down on mute and that. You know people are gonna start tweeting and talking about it. Just more conversation, innit?
It's all like, I feel like we've become as a generation, sometimes we believe we're fully aware of all of the moves that are being played.
Yeah.
But sometimes some are so well embedded that we take things such as, right, how can you take people off the album? Like, because if I was part of his team, I'd be like, that'd be a genius move. Everyone think it's natural. Everyone think it plays into the Kanye brand. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like we're talking about it right now.
Yeah, and it's like, if you think about the release day, it was unusual for any album to drop on a Sunday.
It's not,
dropped on Sunday.
Was this? Was it Sunday?
Yeah, it dropped on Sunday. I got a message in my group chat. Donda's dropped, and I was like, oh shit. I went to run to listen to it, realized I don't have headphones. My speakers are fucked at home. So like I tried to play it from my phone.
Imagine you played that Donda chart at the start on the home speaker.
No.
Mumsy would be like, huh?
Jar Michael.
Yeah, she'll come with the holy water, boy.
Yeah, because not my house.
I say yes.
Bruv, like, and yeah, so I tried to play it through the phone. It just weren't doing it justice. And I was like, certain songs, I was like, I can't wait to listen to this properly, even in the whip. Do you know what I'm saying? Which I had the opportunity to do, but I wasn't going anywhere for 2 hours. That enabled me to listen to the whole thing, innit? So,
Upsa.
You know what I mean? But I got a decent feel from the album. I think it sounds like it's definitely his best since Pablo, I'd say, just from listening to half of it.
Okay.
Don't know about you guys, but
I can't guess. I think I started to listen to a bit more. So
it definitely sounds better than the Ye album and the Kids See Ghosts one already. Because there were 7 songs a pop, so it's easy to kind of make that distinction.
Yeah, he's there's no in between. Man won't go from giving us seven song projects to 27 songs.
I mean, like, he's always kind of given us lengthy albums.
Life of Pablo's quite long as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so was College Dropout, and so was Late Registration. Late Registration was probably the longest.
Do you know what's very strange when you said to me about 27 songs? First thing that came into my mind is he was one of the people that ushered in the concept of these short projects when he was doing everyone's album that was like 7.
Yeah.
So when you really think of that, he is very disruptive with his, like, ties into the concept we were talking about, remaining exciting upon releases, and do you know what I mean, straying from the expected. So,
but my only problem with that at times is it feels like that then actually takes away from the product. So the whole, I want to coin it properly, you know, like, feel like those people are really, I'm a creator, I'm creative. At the end of the day, is it good? Is what we really care about. Like, kind of fussing and fighting over the process, trying to present it a certain way to be super different. When push comes to shove, how we gauge it is it good? Did it make me feel a way? Now, people might be unfair and try to stupidly try and, is it as good as the initial projects? It's not going to be, not at this point in his career, innit? Because those are etched in stone. You just at a certain point in your life, but is it good music? Are you still performing at the high level and the level we expect of you? But I think sometimes it feels like my man is just worrying about the rollout a lot more than sometimes the music, or the rollout gets in the way of actually presenting us really good music, because you can fuss to the point where, like, you end up tweaking it too much. When, like, you're already capable, and you're someone that's we already don't maybe judge you on like a rapper hip hop level where we're fussed about who writes your bars, because we don't care. That's never been a real issue with Kanye. You're allowed to have as much help as possible. You can go all the way from doing songs with the baby to, when verses finishes, going and getting the Locks to come and do verses and give you, like, your space is different. You can do that. You can do the Kid Cudi. You can, we'll even allow you to.
You can do anything.
Do the promo and be stood outside the house in the stadium and that.
Yeah.
With the baby and Marilyn Manson.
I think
you can get away with so much, but at the end of the day, is the music good? Yeah,
because I think, like, a rollout has always been a part of Kanye's, methods when creating an album. He wants to create an experience within the experience of debuting the album to the world. So at this time, there were so many, like, album release parties in stadiums. You're thinking, like, okay, so when's the album coming out? You're kind of like, because although you were saying that his discography is etched in stone, you're still putting pressure on yourself, because, like, that isn't a lot of people. Kanye's discography, the first 5 especially, isn't a lot of people's, like, top 5 lists.
Well, I'll say so. I'm not to make this about myself, but I'm gonna just
make it about myself.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, for example, I'm not Kanye West in it. Do you know what I mean? But with what I wanted to do with my single coming out, that's King of the Summer. I'm releasing it at the end of summer right now. I wanted that to come out ideally on the Friday just gone.
Okay.
And let it live through the carnival weekend, because I know that'll be the busiest time. It will embody like the feeling and that energy that's in the air. That's exactly what it's about. But due to things I needed to sort out, do you know what I mean? The baby didn't send me his verse. I was vexed. Like all that. Do you know what I mean? Like, things got in the way, so I didn't get to get the rollout that I wanted.
Right.
And that's me on a way smaller scale, so I can understand him wanting to get it to whatever he wants to, where he has all of this facility around him and the expectation on top of that. Do you know what I mean? So
I think I just think I hope I'm communicating the words. Just one simple point. I feel like all of that sometimes does get in the way, because you're Kanye West. If you just decide to drop no promo, we're gonna listen. Like, I think it's wavy to see someone have this, like, what I think some of the stages like 5,000, 10,000 people. I could be wrong in numbers, but like it look like a lot of people. The fact you can have a listening party and make mad bread off it. They said he's made like $12-13 million off it. I don't know how true these figures are, but that's what was out there.
Oh no, Kanye's like from merch alone at stuff like that. He's not even touring, and he's killing the merch.
And that's kind of revolutionized. I love seeing that for the artists, but my default will always be, because for me it became a bit of an anticlimax after the first one. Yeah, the second one, even the third one. I just want to hear it. Where's the album? Because that's what we're really waiting for. It's been a long gap. The last time you really heard from me was in the political arena, and I don't feel like you really executed that well, navigated that well. You'll always have a bit of a bligh because of the mental health issues, innit? Yeah. Now, a couple of years ago, I was in here going, I'm done with mine, and I ain't listening to him and that. I'm back in. Is the music good, yes or no? That's all I really care about, innit? So
with the 350s. With the 350s on.
That's what the 350s are, you know.
Bruv, like, it's I think, you know, this is like the best he's sounded for me since Pablo. And I'm gonna sit with the album, man. Donda.
27
songs. There's a lot of songs, man. Some good features on there. People performed. I loved the angle that he took with Dirk on this one, where Dirk's opening up about Von and that.
Yeah, no, give us your pain, man. You know?
Yeah, man.
And it's good to see him as a Chicago OG, even though they're like different worlds apart and stylistically, musically.
Still home to him, innit?
Yeah, still home. Like, you should. That's a big deal doing a song with.
You can understand that, like,
you know, doing a song with Kanye, it's a big deal. Coming from where he came from, especially someone like Lil Durk, where like he wasn't the one I thought was gonna still be here, bro. Like,
he wasn't.
He wasn't the one I was looking at. I was looking at obviously Chief Keef. I was looking at Little Reese. I was thinking Reese might pop off. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. So to see Durk actually navigate that.
But then, do you remember what we were saying about we was talking about the locks and about how time standing the test of time is always a bit more.
You rate it a little bit more, yeah. You're not just hot for this season. Like, you go through the fire a bit and you build and you build and you build, and then you have your moment and you realize, you look up, you're like, I've actually been there for a while, and I'm actually now really like.
And I actually think like Dirk actually improved as time went on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't always like, oh my gosh, like, this guy's cold. He had the big song when he first came out.
This ain't what
you want.
It's a big rhythm as well.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but you can see that he was still kind of learning how to rap.
But I think with those guys, what they also do benefit from on the other side is that our expectations of them are a little bit lower, if we're being brutally honest. So sometimes when they perform decent, we're talking about them performing here. No, it's just because we didn't really rate them like that. And he's sliding. You know, so like he slid all over that. He did all right, man. So he's doing his
thing. What are you saying? Like we're overrating them?
Sometimes I think sometimes if we're brutally honest, because you know it is, everyone's not the same level. But when you really break it down to just like bars, metaphors, similes, all these little pockets and stuff, when you really check it, a lot of those guys don't rap as good as the other guys, but the space we're in and the sound, they do very well in that space, innit?
Like, do you know what it is? And you're touching a good point, but it's like what we have to, not even have to, but what one thing we could look at is, I'm a man, I'll break a man down to what's he really saying, what's he doing on a very technical level. But at the same time, more than anything else, they're entertainers, innit? And it's like, did they entertain you with what they did? And if they did, then they've done a job. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone can hit you with, as Fols would say, a bunch of lyrical miracles. But if you're not entertained by it, have you achieved?
Like Jay Electronica's verse where he's like, he's spitting some real shit, but I'm just like, nigga, like,
do you know what I mean?
Where's the drugs?
Do you get me? How are you?
Nah, do you know what? Like, he's saying stuff, but I felt like he was trying to fit too many words in the bar.
I'm saying, there's pros and cons on both ends, because those dons will then tick all the boxes for all the lyrical stuff, the lyrical exercise, but then what's the replay value? Sometimes a bit of a snooze fest. Like, it's shit, innit?
So
and then the guys that then are vibrating maybe on a lower frequency and aren't really saying a lot of stuff, but we're turned up to it, we then enjoy that a bit more. So, it swings and roundabouts, innit?
And you listeners better not try and cook me, innit? Like, because there's a little narrative that I don't like substance in rap. Yeah.
Was there narrative?
Bro, like, what was that Dave review? Donny was like, oh, it's clear that Vans don't like substance in rap. And I'm like, nah, nigga, that's not what I said. Pay attention, innit? I don't speak that fast. Fuck.
I felt like a shot because I'm not on here that be speaking hella fast.
No, but it's easier to pay attention, innit, to what man's saying.
I hear you. Hey, man, one or two comments, man got route.
I realize man are holding in on these comment people now.
Yeah.
Every week,
sometimes
like,
every once and again,
no one's above it, Man be coming there trying to do like, yeah, nigga, I got broad shoulders, and you get one little comment on YouTube.
Well, I come in the studio with that vibe.
No, I'm saying it in jest. You're not coming actually coming that vibe. I'm just saying that like no one's above it. Like, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
Bro. You see a nice comment. You see someone use the hashtag and say something positive, or tweet something funny you said is nice. When someone has a critique of something you said, it's like,
hey man, like if
it just reminds you,